Yeah, this is just
Now,
a different relationship with music
yeah,
than just your
yeah,
ordinary person, right? Like your ordinary consumer is just gonna take it in, and then that's the end of the relationship. But like,
very pedestrian,
yeah,
right?
for you and I, man, we're digging deeper. We want to know
Yeah,
more. Like we're in that rabbit hole, and like
yeah.
before the internet, that was tough, wasn't it?
Oh, dude, I
Yeah.
mean, you had to pay attention, and if you heard somebody else talking about something,
Mm-hmm.
man, you just went and sat, near them so you could overhear them,
Yeah, it was
introduce.
essentially you're at the stereo and then you're at the record shop trying to find what you
Yeah,
just heard, right? Yeah.
100%,
Yep.
100%, man. And then so for me was I got out of high school and I went to Texas A&M in College Station, and as soon as I got down here, well, man, it was like you go hang out at the Dixie Chicken or whatever, and they're playing, uh, you know, Doug Somm, they're playing Robert Earl Keen, they're playing Lyle Lovett, and you're like, well, what is this now?
Yeah.
Who are these guys?
Yeah.
And then especially with Robert Keene and Lyle, they had such a connection to A&M that it was just like, oh yeah, they used to live right over there, and they come in here sometimes. Well, then it's like the mystery became kind of accessible. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I think that's when the whole Texas country thing jumped off, in the '90s. It's because everything was 100% accessible.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Pat Green and Corey Morrow and those guys, they'd roll up in a van and hang out and drink beer with you before and after they played. So you immediately felt you were in it. You know what I mean? So when I got down here, I'm in College Station now accidentally. Um, when I got down here, then it's all that stuff except it's more immediate. And now you're in town. Now there's Marooned Records,
Mm-hmm.
over on Northgate that you can go in and talk to some asshole that's 35 years old, and he's like, oh, I know who you're talking about. And he's like, they're called the New Pornographers, here's the record. And
Yep.
you're like, oh, that's who that was. Okay, right on, right on. And instead of being satisfied, I just got like more lustful for it,
Yeah.
and started digging and digging and digging. The songwriting aspect of it is, I always seem to notice that if I heard a real slick, pretty version of a song, and I'm like, man, but that's a well built song. Like, what's going on with that? Oh, it's written by somebody else. Okay, who is that? Who is that? And then when I finally got down to like the initial instance that was at least recorded and available, right, of
Mm-hmm.
that song, I liked it a
More.
hundred times.
Yeah, more.
And I don't know if I liked it more because of some supposed, nascent idea of purity, or
Mm-hmm.
if just the song in that form
Just the
really,
rawness of it, right?
really did it. Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
That's what I'm
So,
a fan of too, man. Like just finding that rawness and like so many
well, no wonder
times.
you like me, man, because I'm raw as
Yeah,
hell.
that's why I like you, man. Absolutely, dude. Like just hearing the stories and the freedom to tell whatever story you want in whatever form you want. I mean, that's the attraction to people like you, Gabe. And the hundreds
Yeah,
like you. Honestly. Um,
right,
but like for me personally, you talk about the singers and the songwriters, right? Like I love
right.
hearing the songs by the songwriter. Like I love to hear
Sure.
the George Strait song performed by Dean Dillon, right? Like the
Right,
way it was meant to be
right,
beforehand. Like Leslie Satcher, who wrote Troubadour for George Strait. I love her version of that song. It's just
right,
it's so
right.
much more pure and unpolished.
Well, now, and not that I'm, some be all end all or whatever, man, but now that I am and have been writing songs for a while, I think I think what it is there's such nuance and weight
Yeah.
in certain words and how they're there for a reason, Some words can be just sort of, accidental or whatever, but most words are there for a reason, right? And the asshole that thought it up is going to say it the way it's supposed to be said,
Yep.
you know, even if it's out of key, even if it's out of time, uh, Guy Clark, right? Like, what's the one? Jesus Christ, I never can remember the titles. Uh, 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 God damn, the one about when you're thinking about running for the back door, and then he's got that just oblique and out of time. Don't, you know,
Mm-hmm.
just you wait until tomorrow when you wake up at my side, And I don't know if anybody else could have done that way, right? Like, it's perfect.
Yeah.
It's perfect the way he does it, and it's out of place and it's out of time. It shouldn't be there, but the fact that it is there is heavy duty, man.
I
And
feel like
love it.
that's so Texas, right? Like that lack of structure and the lack of caring about fitting things into a box, right?
Man, there's, I get around with some cats now that are proper musicians, right? Like
Yeah.
trained, like some classically trained people, right? And not that they're hung up on it, but they were taught to play this way, right? And if it's not on the beat, and if it's not, the phrase doesn't end when it's supposed to, then it's wrong, right? And us assholes down here, dude, like, we cut our teeth sitting around a fire and a bar or something.
Yeah.
And if it's not quite right, but everybody loves it anyway, then good enough. You know what I mean? Like, then it must be right, you know? So,
and that's the beauty of it too, because
knows?
as an artist, like the song is different every time you perform it, right? Like, I mean, it's a different show every time. I mean,
100%.
Yeah.
And that's either, because of the beer or because the song's evolving. Who knows?
You just never know. It could be the listener too, right? Like just the way the listener is.
What I've got the one song called Ghosts, and it's this weird, alternate tuning thing, and it's dark and, I guess kind of mysterious or whatever. And I know what caused that song, right? But I'm never really 100% sure what that song is about, like, every part of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm well aware of the situation that caused that song. And I was going through a thing where I was playing around with numbers a lot. And so there's some number sequences in there, right? And I say, I count the steps that lead from my room, 5 down to the hallway and 10 to my doom or whatever. Never occurred to me. I've never, been a friend of Bill's or whatever. And people I know that are come up and thank me for, having this very blatant Alcoholics Anonymous reference in there. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, holy shit, sure, you're welcome. Like, and it's that old notion of like, it's not mine to explain it. It's mine just to create it and put it out, And I know that's kind of lazy, but at the same time, like, it never would have occurred to me. And, it's one thing if something doesn't occur to you and it pisses everybody off, but it's another thing, it doesn't occur to you and people are like, holy shit, that's great. And you're like, sure, my ego will my ego will take that one. Yeah.
If it works in more way than one, then that's a bonus, right? But
well, and look, man, isn't that the point of art anyway?
Absolutely. Yeah, of course.
Right? Like, like think about like the brutalist stuff. Like here's a concrete block. Mm-hmm. And you can watch people like cry about it and get mad about it. And then some other asshole walk by and be like, it's a concrete block. I don't get it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And the art doesn't change. The block doesn't change. Right.
That's the beauty of it.
Whoever walks upon it, whatever they're going through, that's the only thing that changes, right? Mm-hmm. So,
yep. The way it's received is what changes. That's true.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.